Number five. Not all creators would consider themselves artistic. Do you believe you have to be artistic to live a life of creation?
Hmm. I've never heard it kind of phrased that way. I think there's learned art for sure. I think that what I'm doing right now with crocheting, teaching a skill, um, like I'm never going to go out and make a pattern myself of a crocheted piece.
Right.
Um, but I do believe that I think that trying and experimenting and getting out there and stepping into things that you don't have comfort in, you're going to still you're going to learn something about that process that will teach you in what you are passionate about. Um, I think the willingness to be taught helps you to be a better creator. Um, and the thing may not be artistic, it may not wow somebody, but that process of, ooh, let me think about that a second. That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a really good question.
I can tell you what I was like, my thought process of the question.
Yeah, I'd like to hear that.
So, what I was thinking at the time, I was thinking about, maybe an accountant or, um, a business person,
Yeah.
who all of us creative people are like, hell no, I don't want to do that. That's so boring.
Right.
But, having worked in a corporate office,
Yeah.
and like you said, people who do it and their brother, and it's like
Yeah.
you start actually seeing the amazing art, like they are creative people. It's
Yeah.
just a different form of creativity.
Yeah.
So it's like then they may not consider themselves artists,
Mm. Okay, I
but
see. I see.
we may look at them and go, "No, what you're doing is art because
Right.
that is amazing what you just came up with."
Yeah.
But they don't necessarily see it.
Right, right.
Um,
No, I think that's good. Okay. Um, I think yeah, I think willingness to see your work is the creative aspect, I think, of it all. Sorry. Ooh, this is a good question. I, it's hard because I think every creator, even in the idea that, um, even the idea that it may not be quote unquote artistic, sees beauty in the thing, in their thing. Um, and so I guess to use that term artistic, that a spreadsheet is not what maybe the general idea of art is, um, but it is beautiful. Um, so no, I guess not. I guess I don't. You don't have to be specifically artistic to be creative. I mean, you find ways to express an idea, and that's creativity. Being able to help someone see how your taxes are wrong. I mean, like explaining why is that formula not right? You have to find a sense of creativity to explain that to someone else.
yeah.
Man, that's a great question. That's gonna mull around in my head for a while.
Yeah. And I mean, I was also thinking about, like someone making a sandwich for someone.
Yeah.
It's not artistic, but they are
Mm.
creating a meal for someone.
Yeah.
And so they are in in a way being creators. They're creating a
Yeah.
meal for someone who that meal can then, help your kid get through their day. And it's like
Sure. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
I'm
guess I don't see. I guess I don't think about like a Subway sandwich being artistic.
right,
But they are a creator. Yeah,
right,
I see it from that standpoint. But as a like, I mean, I guess like as a person that is a creator that is as a barista that loves to pour latte art, um, like I'm creating, but I also want to be artistic with the thing that I'm
right.
doing. I have a unique ability to see that. I think that those that live in a world where something is visually beautiful, and they're creating from it, they want something to be artistic,
Yeah.
but maybe on a level of like a line chef, they're not hoping that every single cut of an onion is artistic. Yeah,
It's more like we need to get this done. Um,
yeah. I
but
need 30 onions chopped in like the next
yeah,
10 minutes.
yeah. One of my buddies made a good comment. He's like, we talked about accounting. He's like, well, I certainly want my tax guy to be creative,
Yeah, that's good.
you know. Um, but I think the heart behind it was I want people to understand that even if you're not an artist, you're not, a musician, a photographer, what a painter, what have you,
Yeah,
your life can still be full of creation.
yeah, absolutely.
And what
Absolutely.
you do does matter and it impacts others.
That's so good. That's very good. That's very
And
good.
like one of my friends, he's very outgoing and he says hi to people walking down the street and will compliment them. And like that's not me. I'm not that kind of person.
Yeah.
But I'm like, dude, you just created, you
Yeah,
elevated an emotion in these people. That's
for sure.
creation,
Yeah,
and
that's good. That's beautiful, man.
it's
That's
just
really good.
I want people to realize that how they live their life, you are creating things that can actually ripple down to
Yeah.
other people,
Yeah.
even if it's not art. And I
Yeah.
and I am full believer that a good barista is an artist.
Yeah.
It there is something there for sure.